so today for the candy candle, I've melted some gel wax. I decided to do a few of the candle videos detailed version for some of y'all that will have questions, and then some of them are just really fast because not everybody wants to sit there and listen to me explain everything. So I'm wearing my glove because I'm using glue, sky blue liquid dye by Lone Star, and some of these dyes, sometimes the dye starts sipping through here, so it stains your fingers, and then you go and touch your wax, and you know, just a hot mess. So I'm just gonna put just one drop. I think even less than a drop would have been fine, but this will do. And so this is just going to be for syrup. I'm not scenting it or anything. This is just purely for aesthetics. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle the side of the jars. Here I have a 8-ounce mason mug and my handy dandy wee yogurt jars. If you eat wee yogurt, save your jars and use them as candles. Let's recycle. Okay, so see, even one dot of blue I think was really blue. But it is candy, so we can be loud. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this, and bear with me if you can't see it. And I'm not going to put that much because I want to put some candies inside. And you know, usually I'll have leftover, and that's why I don't like to scent it. So I'll just put it in a mold and then put it in some saran wrap or something and reuse it at a later time. Saves me the time from having to color it. Okay, that's good enough. So we're going to put this guy aside. I'm going to go and tend to the 6006 and we'll be back. Okay, so I have my 6006 melted. I've melted it up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. We are at 180 right now, so I'm ready to add my fragrance oil. I have mixed my monkey farts and fruit slices here, 50-50. So I'm going to be adding it. And I have tested this fragrance oil with 6006. It works beautifully. It's got a really nice cold throw and hot throw. I will link a video where I do a comparison of the 464, 606, and a mixture of the 606 and 464 on the wee bottles with the CD7 wicks. I do use a different fragrance oil that works great too, but it's more of a summer fragrance oil. And right now, you know, this stuff is for Christmas. And this smells delicious. This is one of my favorite scents, to be honest, the mixture. Sometimes I'll do like 40% monkey farts. Sometimes I'll do 50%. It really depends on what I'm making. If I'm making soap or like a body yogurt or candles, you know. It really depends on what I'm in the mood. But it doesn't matter what you put it on, y'all. This stuff smells amazing. It smells like candy. I have given things away. I've gifted stuff, and everybody who I gifted to just loves this. Okay, so I'm stirring, and this is the key part of candle making. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because I'm sure you guys don't want to just sit there. Okay, so my wax is at 154. This is very low for me. I only usually do this when I'm making the whipped cream. The reason I did that is because I didn't want to, I touched these up with my heat gun, but I didn't want to overdo it because I have wax in there and I didn't want it to melt. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough for this one. I may have to pour again. Look at that. I measured wrong. Let me go ahead and pour again and I'll be back. Okay, so I went and melted some more. What I did is I only measured for wheat containers, not this giant one, so I measured for 5 wheat containers. That wasn't very smart. So I've added the wick holders. I hate these wick holders. I've ordered some new ones. So let's see, hopefully it won't be so layered. And I want to be careful not to melt the glue. And I'd like to show you guys like when I mess up, because I'm sure we all mess up. I'm not the only one. It may be layered. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to fill them too much because I want to put some candies in there. I'll put the correct measurements in the description box. This is the first time this happens to me, so I guess it's not too bad after making so many candles. Now I think I made too much. Okay, we'll just throw the rest in here because I don't want to. If you make candles, tell me what kind of wick holders you like. Okay, I'm going to let them sit. We'll come back and put the other layer. Okay, I'm back. It's been about an hour. I had to go cook the hubby some lunch. Then change the load for the laundry and, you know, all the fun stuff we all just love. Not. So I haven't used 606 in a container for a while, and I forgot about the sinkholes. Yay! Regardless though, it's not a big deal. I mean, I still love this wax. So what I do is just make a hole where the sinkholes are, all the way in. This one's look okay. Then grab my heat gun. Remember, you gotta be careful because of the blue thing stuff's on there, the drizzle. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see it. You know what? Let me put the camera a little bit different. Okay, I think that's better. Just so you can see how I'm doing this sinkhole. There you go, it fills right up. So I'm trying to focus on the hole, I don't want to melt the drizzle. So we had another one here. Let's move that one over slowly, gently. So you see the hole right there. I apologize about the camera. I'm using a regular tripod instead of my ring light, because I don't feel like changing everything. Okay. Now if you want to learn in more detail about sinkholes and waxes and wicks, I don't do a lot of that type of discussions, but I will link the channel to 2 people that I'd love to follow. You may already follow them, which is a Stanley candles and Black Tie Barn candles. They are amazing, especially if you're trying to start a candle business or something. So you can learn about, you know, the good hot throws, cold throws, the waxes, the wicks, the containers, the testing, and even the business side of it. So I'll go ahead and link that. Anywho, I'm going to start melting the wax for the whipped cream and let this set, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've melted my wax. I've melted 300 grams. I did 200 grams of 6006 and 100 grams of Pillar of Bliss. I usually do 50 and 50%, but I am going to be adding a ton of whipped cream to these, so I don't want it to be too strong on the pillar of bliss. I want it to melt easier. I heated it up to 200. Added my fragrance oil at 181. And now we are at 156, and I'm going to pour it in this pitcher because I'm going to whip it. I don't know if you've noticed, sometimes I whip it and sometimes I just kind of mix it around with a spatula or a popsicle stick. And the reason I like to whip it sometimes is because that will give you a smoother whipped cream, where the other one is not as smooth. It still looks cute, and sometimes I'm just lazy to pull out the mixer, to be honest. But if your whipped cream is going to be a huge prominent part of your candle, and you're making enough, if you're making a tiny bit, there's really no point to whip it. You can't even do it. But if you're making enough, then you do want to whip it. So we are at 150. I'm gonna let this set and then we'll come back, throw some candies. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing. As you can see, it's a little watery. Well, you know what, I need to get I like the spatula a lot because it's firm. It's firm. Okay, it's starting to spill a little bit. But I tell everybody not to do. I do. So let me scrape this off real quick. Just to get something to mix in there. Okay, let's start mixing. Okay, let's scrape it off. And I just dropped my heat gun about 5 minutes ago and the top part broke and I don't have another one. I'm so sad. I've had it for like forever. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's just a point, you know? I'll melt this. I hope this thing doesn't fly off. So the top part of this came off. Separate that in. Alrighty. Using our little handy dandy faithful little flower tip. I am going to have to refill this again because I only have these little bags. Okay. You know what? It's actually more pliable when it's warmer. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't do 50-50. I did 200 606 and 100 pillar wax. Oh, so cute. Oh my god, that one's getting hard already. No. Okay, we gotta move on fast here. Put a little blue, then a little yellow. So I don't want to put it on there. Green. A little purple. And here I have my glue again. I think it's like super hot right now. We'll see if it melts. You know, I've always wondered if I put it on. Okay, well, let's see what we're testing at. We are testing at 288, which is super duper hot. Okay. No, it didn't melt it. I think I like it better when it's a little hotter though. I'm going to take that off because I don't like it. I'm sorry, when it's a little cooler. This is more syrupy. See, now it's starting to get syrupy. And then we can always clean up the teddy bears if they get too stained. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle it with bio glitter. Just a few, not too much. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better. Oh, look at that little yellow guy's all buried. That's okay. He's just gonna have to deal with the situation. Okay, then we put 99% alcohol to make the glitter stick. The alcohol will evaporate in about 5 minutes because it's 99%. This was going to be a gift for my friend who has a birthday the same day as me. My birthday's on Saturday. Yep, hitting the big 4-8. So there we have it. We just made some candy Wonderland soy candles. Thank you for watching. See you next time.